It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson.
Nighttime always fun here in Miami as we see an overview of the city. Nothing goes together like the Heat and Miami as we get ready for an interconference contest here at the American Airlines Arena. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke.
Boys, nice and high.
And so the tip-off, it's Miami. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Portland, Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Harkless is out there with Aminu, and it's Plumlee in at the center, locking down the middle. Plumlee with the steal, and the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Lillard against Dragic, and Lillard kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard.
Ball.
6 on the shot clock.
Right side.
And it's sent back by Bosch. Wade kicks to Dang. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Dang's got the game going with his first points of the game for Miami. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Dwayne Wade continues, Clark, to change his game as he gets older. I admire the way guys can do that. Their head says one thing, but their body kind of tells them another.
And you have to give in to your body as you age, that's for sure. Used to attack the rim all the time. Now it's mid-range jumper heavy.
Here's Harkless. Can't connect from short range.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Miami on defense.
And for Wade and his change in style, I really felt it was a necessity. Guys his age can't continue to hit the floor as often as he's used to and expect to make it all the way through the season.
And it's Dang in the corner. Wade kicks to Bosch. Takes a 3. They get it back. Here's Whiteside. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls.
And, you know, in general, back to Wade now. All the greats evolve and add to their games as their careers move forward. The best way to stay relevant in the NBA is by adding to your game and honing your skills.
I got shooter here. We're going to push it on the miss. Get the rebound.
And both free throws good from Whiteside. Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
Here's Dragic, following the basket by Mason Plumlee. Shoots. Here's Bosch. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Aminu with a screen for Lillard. Down low, McCollum, the dish to Aminu. Here's Plumlee, and so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg. You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
The Heat have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Right side Bosch. From outside the arc. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Bosch. Wade's got his first 3 points of the game.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Now, here's Aminu. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the basket by Lillard.
And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff aspirations, they were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. So only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
That was a smart pass by Wade that time.
Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Terry Stotts. DB?
We talked about Chris Bosh, and he talked about the skill set and what makes him so difficult to guard. He told me he's very slippery in the post. You think you have him contained, and he'll just wiggle around his guy for a layup. We can never act as if he has nowhere to go down low. He finds space and room all the time. Guys?
And thank you for that, Doris. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Now, here's Wade. Dishes to Bosch. Back to Wade. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Whiteside, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Lillard with no one around. Off target from outside. For Miami, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. The Trailblazers have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Knocked loose. Plumlee dishes to Lillard. Soft touch off the glass. Lillard's got 8 points.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out. No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
The Heat trail by 4. Outside Bosch. Dwayne Wade on the wing. Bosch kicks to Whiteside. Up top, Dragic. Pass to Wade. Shot clock at 6. And he gets it to go. Wade's got 5 points so far.
Gets one to fall, but only a second make in the first 7 attempts.
Lillard attacking. Plumlee, the pass to McCollum. Lillard against Dragic. And Whiteside sends it back. Wade kicks to Whiteside. Pass to Dragic. Wade outside. Over to the wing. The 3. Damian Lillard pulls it in. Wade's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. Plumlee sets the pick for Lillard. And it's sent back by Bosch. And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Mason Plumlee will really put it on you. Tough, hard-nosed player, has the size to bang and the athleticism, GA, to run the court.
And it's interesting, Kevin. His game translated better as a professional than maybe as a collegiate. I mean, he's a guy that's a lunch pail kind of player. Rolls up his sleeves, focuses in, and willing to do the dirty work.
Excellent point about the comparison college to pro. I think you're right on.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And, you know, back to Plumlee, he showed steady improvement last season, improved statistically in just about every category over his rookie year. If he could become a little less mechanical with his postgame, I think he could even go higher.
And Portland making a change here. Leonard's checked in.
You know, one thing about Plumlee, going back, he's been a tremendous rebounder. He can shoot over 60% from the field for you. However, he was a terrible free throw shooter last season, under 50%, which caused at least a couple teams to employ a little hack-a-Mason strategy.
And the rejection by Stoudemire. In transition, here comes Miami. Johnson's got the ball. Richardson, good. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Heat.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Back to Stoudemire. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Joe Johnston on the wing. Dragic at the elbow. Richardson dishes to Stoudemire. The 3. Richardson, no luck.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Right side.
It's Henderson on the wing. He's guarded by Dragic. From 11 feet away, uses the glass that time, and it's good. Henderson's got his second bucket.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Lillard attacking, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And it's a 4-point Portland lead.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
One thing about Ed Davis, guys, he has the physical tools to succeed. The agility of a gazelle and the wingspan of a condor or pterodactyl.
Miami's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Winslow kicks to Stoudemire. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Inside, they get a hand on it, stolen by Henderson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Lillard outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Richardson, good.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Last season, Portland won the Northwest Division and had a good year, certainly, but they had some issues when they were the away team on the road and away from the Rose Garden. They had some problems.
Yeah, actually played under 500 on the road, Kevin. Something you rarely see out of a team that wins 51 games.
Here's Lillard. Here's Davis, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
A nice shot by Winslow.
And as you said with the Blazers, they were the only team to win 50 games and still lose more than they won on the road. Last team to do that was the 2013 Denver Nuggets. I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Here's Crabbe, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Crabbe's got 6.
And we saw a similar first-round exit for the Blazers of that 2013 Nuggets team. If the Blazers want to go deeper this season, they'll need to be much tougher on the road.
And it's Stoudemire missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And that one's good by Henderson.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half. And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
I think that would be accurate. I mean, Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs to be doing. I mean, his reality is trying to live up to the expectations for him in Portland.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
Dang and Bosh, your small and power forwards. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade, and it's Whiteside in at the center position. So that's who Miami starts the second with.
And for the past few seasons, Portland's bench has really been their Achilles heel. I mean, last year they showed some improvement. The reserves play stole a game for them on more than one occasion, but still wouldn't be considered a strength.
And for Portland, the bench still wasn't leaned on heavily for minutes. Greg was just talking about that, but they were in the top 5, Clark, in scoring efficiency, and they shot 45% from the floor on the year.
And what was a weakness for them in 14 was a strength for them in 15. And actually, they were their best down the stretch of last season.
Can't get it to go.
That's one he knows he should have drained. And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Trailblazers leading by 7. The pass to Harkless. It's stolen by Dang.
Whose bad is that?
Here's Dragic. The kick out to Dang. Wade on the wing. Back to Whiteside. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Vonleh.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. Great pass by Bosh there.
McCollum with the ball. 6 points for him, and that one's good.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Grab the pass to McCollum. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And now an 11-point Trailblazer lead. To the inside.